Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province, and I just finished up some leagues with Jump Fiend. We had the turn 2 kill in hand sometimes, but you're going to have to find out if our opponent had the answer or not. You can kill your opponent with a team or battle rage in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description down below. While you're down there, if you consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. It lets me know that you've enjoyed everything, and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the league. All right, let's see if we can do this. We would love to play first, of course. Lava Runner with 2 probes is pretty swell, so I am going to keep this. Like having a couple pump spells here, too. All right, so we'll go Gataxian Probe you first. And it looks like we're playing Tron, White Tron. Opponent's on a 1-lander, 2-lander. Okay, I get it. So let's see if we can't get him really good. Oh. Well, that's a reason not to play another Gataxian Probe to get Lava Runner going, but I actually think I'm going to do it. We have Brute Force and Velocity in hand, so I am going to do it here. Yep, draw another card. There's Battle Rage. Well, we're on our way, gang. We're on our way. Swing for 2 on turn 1. Here we go. And next turn, we're just going to swing for 2 again, run out Kiln Fiend. Our opponent will probably play a tap land. I know. Oh, they have a bunch of lands, actually. They're just different borders. So this kind of looks like the M Lovebow list. I guess. Lone Missionary main deck. I'm not sure if they were playing Condescends or not. Maybe they were. All right, what do we got? Faithless Looting. Okay, well, Faithless Looting is not as important as getting down our Kiln Fiend, so we're going to do that. Get in with Lava Runner, and we have Brute Force Battle Rage for next turn, so we could just win. So play Kiln Fiend, and pass the turn. Opponent's at 17. Maybe we'll get him. They have to have an answer here. I guess they could leave up Condescend for a Battle Rage. They're not going to. Oh man, just Lone Missionary pass? Ooh, did we get him? We just need a land. Come on, land. Come on. Mountain. Mutagenic Growth. Does that do it? Okay, so that's 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double strike is 18, so we'll take 17, 18, 19. Is that right? You guys with me here? Should we Faithless Looting and look for a land? What are the chances I find them? So 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll have 9 power. Double strike. So it's going to do 17 damage. This will do 2. That'll put them to 2. So I probably, especially where they're tapped out here, I think I should put them to 2 anyway. If we give them another turn, they can leave up all of their other effects. What's up, Waltzmark? What do you think, man? Should we go Faithless Looting, look for a land here so that we can win? If we hit a land off of Faithless Looting, we guaranteed win. And I guess if we're going to wait till next turn anyway, we almost might as well do that. So I just started. I actually am going to Faithless Looting here. Look for a land. If we find a land, we win. And is it a land? We found a land. All right, so pitch Maximum Velocity, pitch Mountain. Play a mountain, go to combat, swing with both, turn off auto yields real quick, go through to blocks, and opponent's going to block. So we will Mutagenic Growth, paying life, and then we will Teamer Battle Rage while I'm thinking about it, and that should be a kill. All in. Always all in. Did we get him? Did we get him? I think we got him. Boom, boom. All right. That felt pretty good. We got him. All right, guys. Always good. Always good. Where we're going, we don't need life. Definitely not. All right. So this is a Prismatic Strands matchup. We're going to bring in our Flaring Pains. We didn't see any artifacts out of their opener. I guess we saw their stars and stuff, so they have a couple of baubles. It might be worth it to bring in Smash over like Gutshot or something like that. Gutshot really isn't going to do anything, although it may kill their blocker. but it just represents 1 damage in the meantime. I think I'm going to bring in smashes over gut shots. And I don't think we'll need Piston Fist Cyclops to win this game, although I wouldn't mind attacking with it. I think I might take it out. What else could we consider taking out? I think Lava Runner is going to be pretty good. Renegade Tactics probably doesn't matter here. And I'll go down 1 Cyclops as well. And that was pretty sweet. It's hard getting my hype going this early on. gotta get my hype ready. Oh, I guess Molten Rain, right? This is Tron. So Molten Rains. Take out the other Piston Fist Cyclops and maybe a Maximize Velocity. We don't really have to win out of nowhere. Our curve has gotten a little higher. We are going to be requiring a bit more mana, but didn't seem to have too much trouble finding it. Oh man, turn 1 Kiln Fiend against Tron. We're going to keep it. We're going to go turn 1 Kiln Fiend because we don't have Temur Battle Rage to win in hand, although we may find it. We do have Mutagenic Growth. Our opponent doesn't have turn 1 Tron land. So maybe they're hoping to leave up Hydroblast early or something like that. Found another land. Okay. Wouldn't mind seeing like a Faithless Looting or something here. But anyway, our opponent is a counter magic deck, so we are going to exile Spirit Guide, play out our Kiln Fiend. And I'm going to save the Spirit Guide for next turn. It might be good to leave back some kind of protection for it. We have Mutagenic Growth if they have like a burn spell or something, but they're blue-white. So I doubt they will. I'm just wondering if I should run out Lava Runner here. Probably not. We may have time to do it next turn. I think I'm going to hold on to Spirit Guide. Because some number of, like if we draw Temur Battle Rage, we might be able to jank him out. So we'll see if we can. What have you got, opponent? Tap land? Play tap land and nothing else. Ah, Tron land. Boo. So our opponent probably on Condescend X1 here, I'd imagine. Which is pretty awkward against Spirit Guides. There's a Soul Eater. Okay. So play a land. We're just going to go to combat and attack here. And then I'm going to run out Soul Eater, just in case we hit one of our double strike effects. And it just adds pressure to the board, where we don't have a ton of instants and sorceries in our hand. Opponent going to Condescend X1. Miscalculation. Okay. Sure. So I think it is time to exile Spirit Guide, play Lava Runner. Pass the turn. 2 cards in hand. We're going to have to win pretty quick from here. So we'll see what they've got on their turn 3 here. It is Spicy Tron. It's blue-white Tron. And they're going to play Expedition Map, set up to get Tron next turn. So they might have... They're representing more whatever counter magic this turn. So we'll see if they find a way to use it. We should try another land. All right, well, let's go to combat and attack. Do not want to be finding lands at this juncture. Although opponent might tap out next turn, and that could give us an out to winning. But yeah, a little creature flooded here, so I'm glad we took out the Cyclopses. We only need 1 or 2 good quality creatures to close it out. So we'll see what they want to do about this. Don't counter the Soul. It doesn't do it. You already countered one of them. You know, I need 2 of them to combo off and win, so. Opponent gonna go get their Tron land. Maybe that's what they were thinking about, whether they wanted, what they needed worse, to counter the Soul Eater or to get Tron for next turn. I wonder what that represents. They could have like Circle of Protections and stuff. They are a white deck. Imagine we're gonna see this come down pretty much right away. Here comes the white border Urza's Mine. For the max tilt. Do they have all different editions of these? I guess not. Opponent just gonna pass. Okay. Just blue mana for them. So they did the risky... Oh my god, deck. Why? Quit it. 17 land deck, gang. Opponent goes to 14. We can pump our Soul Eater 9 times. I should have pumped it there, actually. So we'll pass. Well, I just left 3 damage on board. Good for me. Let's see what our opponent's going to do. I don't think of anything but paying life for this, so that's bad. Yikes. Okay. What are you gonna do, opponent? That's a punt. I'll punt myself. We're representing lightning bolt. It's been a while since we have had a legitimate punt, so I'm willing to punt myself for that one. Opponent's going to impulse, going to think real good. They need colored mana pretty bad here. All right. See if they found it. 3 generic mana. Going to cycle a remote island. So they must not be too afraid for their colored mana. Maybe they have some eggs or something like that. Muldrifter. Right? All right, so Drifter, gonna draw them a couple cards. No. No, it did not. I always think of just comboing off with it, really. Like, I don't. So let's see if we can get a double strike card here. If we can get Teamer Battle Rage, maybe we can jank it out. We'd have to top deck Teamer Battle Rage here, and they have to not have another colored source. Dang it. Okay. We might go for it anyway. 1 colored source, some number of cards in hand. Well, now we can know for sure whether we should go for it or not. Let's see what our opponent's doing over there. They do have a Hydroblast and a Prismatic Strands that they can cast. Okay. Okay. I wonder if there's any way we can force them to Prismatic Strands on a certain color and then brute force something else to try to go for it. Those points are going to end up losing me this game. That's right. So I think we're going to be able to put them to 3 here, which is like mega unfortunate considering. So we'll go to combat and we'll swing. What's our opponent want to do? Any effects on blocks? They're going to block Soul Eater. Okay. All right. So we'll Mutagenic Growth Soul Eater to save it. Paying life. That'll pump up our Kiln Fiend and our Gitu Lava Runner. So we may see the strands now. But that's okay. They don't have a lot to fight us with here. I guess they can play Lone Missionary next turn. Like if they strands here, they can play Missionary next turn, represent flashback strands. So here comes Prismatic Strands. Sure. So that's going to save them from 9 damage. They're going to lose their Muldrifter. They're going to have another turn to think about it. Like, they could just kill Kiln Fiend with their Hydroblast. So now they're thinking, well, I'm not dead, so I'm not going to fire off my strands. So we're going to take 9 instead. Wow. Okay. Sure. So we'll just pass. I think that's the line they're thinking of. Oh, actually, they can't strands. They can play Star, I guess, to cast their Lone Missionary. So like tap Tower for Star. They have another power plant in hand, so they have pretty much infinite mana here. Yep, Strands doesn't do anything against this, though. So if we find some way out of that, we could be okay. The smashes are looking like a lot worse here now, too. I haven't seen any Prophetic Prisms or anything like that. I can't imagine they're not playing Prophetic Prism, though. That would boggle my mind, for sure. So they are going to be able to Strands. 2 cards in hand, aside from one of which is Hydroblast. Come on, Flaring Pain. Even Flaring Pain doesn't do it, but we'll see. Cataxian Probe. Well, that's a redraw. And we'll get some more info about their hand. Is that going to let me pay with my opponent's life total? Everybody's on board with the plan. Good, good. All right, so a bunch of Muldrifters. Oh, they have another Lone Missionary. So that does make things a little bit more difficult. There's another probe. It'd be cool to find a way to make Soul Eater unblockable or a way to kill this Lone Missionary, but I don't think we have access to that. And they can counter this Brute Force if they want. Dang. One turn too late. But we will go to combat and swing. We want to make sure we force their action, regardless of what it's going to be. But I still think they're on the back foot here. All right, so we're going to brute force this, and then if they want to strands, like, oh, they can do both. Well, let's get that Hydro Blast out of their hand. Because then it isn't killing one of our threats. And this puts lethal on board too, so they're going to have to use both of their resources that we care about here. The other Lone Missionary is brutal. Like, that's kind of backbreaking, but I imagine they counter this. And maybe they don't. They just let Missionary go, let us keep Soul Eater, and then what's this going to be? Strands? Sure. So yeah, so they're just going to Strands, hold on to their Hydro Blast. You got it. Is that what you're gonna do? Seems like it. Yeah, okay. Sure. Man, Flaring Pain would be crazy good here. I think I'd even chuck this to Faithless Looting looking for it, if I get that opportunity. They're going to let Brute Force go through, I think. Yep. All right. So they had to Strands or they were dead. They'll have to do so again next turn. So I think we're going to see Lone Missionary, maybe Mole Drifter here, because then we need Trample to win. I think I'm going to take the Smashes, especially if we're going to be on the play for the next game. I'm going to take the Smashes out for Gut Shots again. These Lone Missionaries have proven to be significantly more trouble than I'd like to admit. And if that's going to be their turn, if it's going to be play Lone Missionary, leave up Hydroblast, then I guess leave up Hydroblast and Strands. Then we're kind of okay. Stars are kind of funny. This is probably a bad reason to bring in Smash. But I am going to target it on their... Probably on our turn? No, never mind. They're going to do us the favor. They're going to cast Mole Drifter. They're going to leave up Hydroblast. So that was a pretty good draw from them. Yep. Here comes the Drifty Boy. We're only at 12, so the Drifter clock is not long. Gains a little bit more life. Colored mana looking pretty all right for them. Our turn. Soul Eater. All right, so do we attack here? I think so. Leave them with Mole Drifter, Hydroblast in hand, and then put an Immolating Soul Eater onto the board. If they just Strands, they just Strands, but it is what it is. I'm gonna block. Okay, so we'll pump Soul Eater, pay red. So trades will go down like that. We're not gonna save this in any way, so that's how that will happen. They'll take 2 down to 12, just like us. And we'll play another Soul Eater that they will have a blocker for. Pass the turn. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. Mole Drifter is a heck of a card. Strand's still in the bin, too, notably. I guess they're pretty confident. Either they've drawn another white card, or they probably figure they'll draw another white card. This should be a good matchup, too. Maybe just being on the draw was kind of rough there. We were close. What do you got, Tron? Tron me good. Here comes the Mole Drifter we know about. Yep. And they've kind of got us on the double strike plan. They've got us covered on that, so long as they leave up blue mana. Yep, there's Star. It'd be funny if they tapped out and didn't use this. Get them with one of these. I wonder if they even have Prophetic Prisms. It doesn't look like they do. Oh man, more Lone Missionaries. God. That is our nemesis. We're probably dead here. Especially where they have Hydroblast in hand. But maybe not. I'm going to keep attacking. We can keep pseudo-wrathing them. They can kill our first threat. I'm going to hold on to Maximize Velocity. That's probably going to matter. So attack like this. At this point, they may just not block, though. Not 100% sure. They're at 17. They have a Hydroblast in hand. If I were them, I might just not block. Got us on a 3-turn clock with those creatures. Blocks like that. Blocks like that. Okay. Go for one of these. And trade creatures. And now we just got to find a body. Strands on red. Okay, you got it. Well, I'd love that to be the way you use Prismatic Strands. Pass turn. Opponent's got a 2-1 Hydroblast. It's really unfortunate Hydroblast hits all of our threats. And we've seen 3 Soul Eaters now, so giving one of those haste and then proceeding that way is a little bit of a problem. Does this... I'm going to hold on to it. There's Lava Runner. Play Lava Runner. Maybe they'll counter it. Combat, swing for 2. Opponent not countering the Lava Runner. And we're only at 10. I do not believe there's a reason for us to start blocking anytime soon. Only seen 1 Strands out of our opponent. I'm assuming there's another one on the way. They're going to crack Star. Yep. Representing Prismatic Strands hard. And Cycle's Miscalculation. Okay. Not going to need that now. I would really love to see a Faithless Looting or something. I feel like this is where Faithless Looting looks good. It's a game like this. They're going to Impulse, so they got all the stuff in their hand they could ever want or need. Yep, gets in for 2. We go down to 8. And more Drifty Boys. I guess you've seen 3 Muldrifters now. Crusher. Crusher's an issue. Wretched Griff. Okay. It's a pretty dang good blocker. Also, while being colorless, unfortunately not an artifact. Yeah. Yeah, they're doing pretty well for themselves over there. Well, there's Kiln Fiend. I don't know. Let's see if they have any aversion to him. I think this is where we'll see the Hydroblast. We can't fight over it on the stack. 3 mana. Oh, is this like Condescend or something? Ojutai's Command got downshifted. What is this? Like Rewind? Yeah, Condescend. Okay. Nope. I think they've got us here. We're pretty close to it. They're going to scry 2. And we can't attack, so we won't. We were close, guys. We were close. Even though we were on the draw, we still had them close, at least. We were like 1 attack away. Our opponent had exactly 1 too many Lone Missionaries. If this was a gut shot, we would have won. So bad sideboarding, but I cannot believe we haven't seen a Prophetic Prism. I guess they're just not on the Prophetic Prism plan. Opponent going to attack for 3. Yep. So if we draw Immolating Soul Eater here, that's pretty much our only out. It was for them to have all blanks. Okay, now I don't think we have any outs. At all. But we'll have a look anyway. The top of our library. And decide whether or not we do. Spirit Guide. Oh man, as much as I'd love to cast a Hasty Mox Monkey for the win, this isn't going to be the game we do it in. So let's go to sideboard. Yeah, so I think we saw that Smash is just not good here. So 1, 2, 3. We'll bring the gut shots back in for those pesky Lone Missionaries getting in the way. Flaring Pains are already in the deck. Maximize Velocity would be good towards the end of the game there. Lava Runners are going to be good if we get one of those fast starts, so I'm going to submit like that. All free spells, all trying to be mega fast. So let's do exactly that. Hydroblast is a really good card against this deck. Even in Spicy Tron. But I feel like the Tron matchup should be good. Most of our threats are tight. Tight threats. I think Molten Rain will be targeting their colored sources, although I'm not sure. Wretched Gryph is still an issue. Early Wretched Gryph is something that you'd be reasonably afraid of. I don't know if there'd be an argument for Apostle's Blessing. Maybe Renegade Tactics should come back in. But I don't know where it would go. Kind of like all this stuff. All right, let's just jank him out one more time. Take this match down. Luckily, that 3 damage I left on board very early in the game didn't actually matter. I guess it would have forced a Hydroblast a turn earlier, but by the time it was relevant, they had another counterspell. Not to justify it, I should still learn from those mistakes. All right, here we go. Would love to play first. Well, we've got a turn 2 kill, so I'm going to keep it. We'll see if our opponent has answers in hand. So we'll go get Taxi and Probe you. Have a draw. Turn 2 kill in hand. Opponent has a gain land. Opponent. So we were out anyway. But we will play Soul Eater right away. You can only deal 20. You can pump this 9 times, so you can only deal 20. Unfortunately. Oh, absolutely. Monkey kills are totally relevant. So they're going to leave up the Hydroblast for a TBR. Pretty reasonable. Reasonable line of play. I like it. And there's another one, so that's pretty ideal. So we'll play a land. What's their next turn look like? Tap land. There's the Prism. Man. But they're not doing anything else. Like, they're going to be doing this and just kind of getting lands until it's relevant. So I'm going to go to attacks here. We're going to attack for 2. Oh man, turn 1 Hydroblast. They would have had us in multiple ways. So no turn 2 kill on this one. Play Lava Runner. So because we have Lava Runner on board, it doesn't matter as much if the first Battle Rage gets countered. Counterspell decks, man. What a nuisance. Tower. Spell Bomb. Well, that's an onboard way to deal with our Battle Raged creature. That's really annoying too. There is definitely a Trinket Mage or 2 in this deck. So we're going to go to combat. We're going to force him to use it. We're going to swing. Or one or the other. And we're going to target our Soul Eater with Battle Rage. We want it in the bin for this anyway, so that it's attacking for more. But this is definitely putting a bit of a damper on our plan. So I'm going to use Spell Bomb first. You got it. A lot of answers from our opponent. Don't like that at all. All right, we got to pass. Yeah, to get it back, with Custody Squire. I don't know if maybe they like the ability to get it back and like draw a card if they don't have to bounce a creature or something like that. So we'll see. They have to leave up Hydroblast. If they want to leave up Hydroblast, they don't get to do anything else, which means like we're not looking for maximized velocity here, but it's still not bad. So we'll play Soul Eater. We will maximize its velocity. Even though we do have Getting in for 3 here seems better than getting in for for 2. Like, a lot better. I wonder if it's worth holding this land for... Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to hold on to this land, so I'm going to. Go to combat, swing for 4. And they choose not to pull the trigger on Hydroblast. Or do they? Okay, you got it. Well, I can only imagine what they must have in hand. Maybe another Hydroblast. I don't really know. But we'll pass. We can get them to tap out here in any kind of meaningful way. We might be able to win. Tron is definitely not something they have in their hand right now. So let's see what their turn looks like. They've got to have another counterspell for this. Like, why would Hydroblast come out to kill the Lava Runner otherwise? So they're going to play map. All right. And, oh, come on, tap out. Yes! They get mine. That doesn't do anything. Yup. We got him. I think. Turn comes back. Draw a land. Play a land. Go to combat. Swing. I always get so nervous I'm going to like press the wrong key here or something. And we should have them. So we will pump once. What if they have days? I'm going to play around days. Pump this, pay life. Pump this, pay life. Pump this, pay life. Oh, they could have Gut Shot? Why would a Tron deck play Gut Shot, though? Pay life? If they have Gut Shot, then, like, whatever. You got me. You're playing Gut Shot in your Tron deck. Pump this, pay life. I have to admit, it's, like, pretty weird that they did that last turn, but now we'll TBR for 16. What do you think, opponent? Is that going to be it? Woo! Ooh, there's so many free spells. I think I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep. Oh, yeah. So we're going to see if we can draw into a threat here. We'll see what Kazuya's on. Maybe they're on Cascade Aggro. Whoa! What is going on over here? Insanity. All right, well, I'm not really worried about my life total. I'd like to get about as much info as I can. If we can stick a turn 1 Kiln Fiend or something here. All right, I think it's time to stop hemorrhaging our life total. So we'll go turn 1, get 2 Lava Runner. And next turn, we might just want to looting with Probe. No Boggle in hand, though. If we draw another land, I'll probably pitch the Spirit Guide, too. Oh, man, if we would have had a Kiln Fiend. Utopia Sprawl, so doing a little bit of ramping. What do we find? Battle Rage. Swing this up to what, 6? Swing for 12? Seems all right. So we'll Faithless Looting. There's Kiln Fiend. Oh, I wish I could cast it this turn. So we're going to pitch Probe and Growth here. Go to combat. Attack with Lava Runner. They have to kill us in 2 turns or they're dead, though. So I think we're going to get them. I'm not 100% sure. They could have, like, Boggle Ancestral Mask here. They're going to keep drawing. All right, so we've seen Abundant Growth. We've seen Forest. Seen Metamorphose. Their hand's shaping up to be quite different than how it started. Ooh, they do have a Boggle, but they only have white mana, so they can't enchant it up this turn, and I don't think they'll be able to kill us. They might make it difficult for us to Mutagenic Growth as many times as we'd like to, though. Let's go to combat first. I got the juice, man. I got the juice. Maybe I shouldn't have pitched that other Mutagenic Growth. If I would have pitched Team or Battle, or if I would have pitched Kiln Fiend, I could have just killed them with this. But I think keeping Kiln Fiend is safer. All right, so do this, play Kiln Fiend, and get your prey on, gang. We got the juice now. We got the kill in hand. So long as they can't do a jillion damage to us here. And gain 100,000 life in the meantime. So Rancor. And I think we'll see Ancestral Mask come down. Oh god, Armadillo Cloak. Frig. But that shouldn't matter. Oh, we need a land too? Oh man, no, I didn't even think this through that well. So we need a land. Oh, we found one. Okay. So now I'll have to attack through 3 toughness. Apparently not. 2 Mutagenic Growths plus Teamer Battle Rage should do it though. So let's go to combat. Swing in. I'm going to click OKs here because I'm nervous. We'll go to blocks. Our opponent won't block. They chose not to attack, but they also won't block. Mutagenic Growth, pay life. I don't know what they could have. And I guess if we're not going to win right now, well, maybe, yeah, I probably should just Teamer Battle Rage. Oh, they're definitely dead. So 18, that should be well and lethal. Ooh, baby. Okay, Boggles. We don't really have anything for Boggles, unfortunately. We can take out our, we might even want to leave the gut shots in. Molten Rain could be interesting, I guess. Nothing really for Boggles, though. I guess we have Electrickery to pick up the Riffraff, but I don't want to sideboard in Electrickery. I think we just got to go on the super fast, kill him dead plan and get there. So let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, I think Electrickery could, like, sweep up the pieces, but I just don't, I don't see the end game there, you know what I mean? Like, blockers don't matter very much to us. I guess, like, and especially where we're on the draw. I guess if we get to go on the play again. Ooh, this is weird. It's got turn 1 looting, though, so I'm going to keep. It's not that fast. We're kind of in the same position they were. Oh, yeah, I guess I could give a protection so that they can't deal damage to a creature. No turn 1 Boggle from our opponent, either. So we'll go. Let's get some information in exchange for our life total. They do have a Boggle and some Rancors and stuff. Electrickery would have done it here. Imagine, got shot. All right, so let's loot. Ooh, there's a Kiln Fiend. All right, so let's pitch Battle Rage and pitch Soul Eater. We're kind of going all in on this Kiln Fiend. Again, our opponent doesn't have any lifelink or anything like that, or a Journey to Nowhere in hand to kill us, so, or to stop us. So after, they're going to have 1 turn, basically. Here comes Boggle. We almost did it. So you've seen these cards. We're going to play a land, play a Kiln Fiend. Pass the turn. No way to protect it. So if they do, I know Boggles runs Mutagenic Growth, or sorry, runs Journey to Nowhere and stuff sometimes, so they could be on that plan. Squire's Devotion. Okay. I don't think 4 life is going to matter here. Right? Is it going to matter? Okay. All right, so they're at 24. Can we deal 24 damage? I think we can. Especially if we draw a land. We definitely can now. All right, so I'm going to gut shot this, gut shot them, Mutagenic Growth, Teamer Battle Rage. So let's go to combat and win the game. Attack with Kiln Fiend. And I think I'm going to gut shot this now. Pay life. Okay. And then we will go to blocks. Gut shot you. Okay. I guess we might as well do all this at once. Mutagenic Growth. And Team Battle Rage. GG. That's pretty much what it is. More or less. Oh man, a huge old Kiln Fiend. 30 damage, turn 3. Nothing too serious. Phyrexian mana is a fair and balanced mechanic. One land and a redraw. Couple of redraws. I think I am actually going to keep this. I know Tim. Nettle Sentinel. It's pretty bad against Gutshot. All right, our turn. So we're going to get Taxian Probe. I feel like this is definitely Stompy. Yep, that's a lot of Stompy. Okay. There's another Probe. I'm trying to find a way to get this Soul Eater out, because if I can trade Soul Eater... Okay, well, there's at least another land. Okay. Cool. So pass the turn. Soul Eater looking worse all the time. The Pit Skulks are an issue. Any Stompy deck with Pit Skulks is a big issue. Do they have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 2, 3, 5. Okay. Can't remember if they have another land or not. I can't imagine Stompy is a good matchup with all the damage that we deal to ourselves. Does Bloodthirst use the stack? It doesn't, right? Enters the power, or enters the battlefield with the counter. Find another probe. Okay, well, we're not going to be casting probes right now. We'll play Soul Eater and then pass the turn. TBR in hand. No extra damage to kind of promote to our opponent's face. We can get into the way of this Pit Skulk, but we won't. Our opponent's going to play 2 more Pit Skulks. So it's going to get a little touch and go here, gang. Basically, I have to find a way to win next turn. That was going to be a Kiln Fiend or bust kind of thing, I think. Yep, so they're going to have 3 blockers. Renegade Tactics not going to do it here. Pit Skulk, we're pretty much dead. Phyrexian mana, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that time we had to talk about Phyrexian mana? So I don't want to just be dead next turn. If we get Piston Fist Cyclops down, we might actually be able to survive. So I might trade Soul Eater off with a... I'm going to trade Soul Eater off with a Pit Skulk. So I'm going to Renegade Tactics now, just to cantrip. And then we'll pump its power. Okay, there's another land. Where were you? We'll take 6 down to 4. Our opponent will have 6 damage on board. Which is not ideal. So what else could we draw? Nothing, really. All right. We can't kill him this turn. We'll pass. Piston Fist Cyclops. I thought it would be pretty good in these matchups, honestly, but looks like it's just a little bit too slow, especially with the way our mana base is working. I wanted to try Gravitic Punch with this deck as well. So that could have been cool. But same idea, you know, you just have so much stuff in your deck that you can't really... So you're going to go to attacks. You can't really justify playing a 4-mana spell kind of thing. So we're going to pump it up. And we'll leave back Gutshot instead of anything else. But we're pretty close to dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to go to 2. Let's go to blocks. Block like this. And are we dead? Pump spell. Dead time. We are at 2. And I would show them Gutshot, but I think we're so close to being dead anyway, I don't think it's worth letting them know that that's what we have. All right, our turn. Kiln Fiend. Kiln Fiend plus maximum velocity, but no Simian Spirit Guide. Ugh. Man, that was close, though. That makes me really mad. Because we can Kill Fiend and Velocity it, but we just don't have enough spells. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal how close that is. But we're just dead now. Frig. Okay. One turn earlier. That's it. Stompy got us. Right? Yeah. There's no way we can prevent that much damage next turn. Okay. You got it. All right, Stompy. So we're going to want our Flame Slashes. Probably going to want our Dead/Gons because they deal with... Gutshot's actually not that bad against them. I think we'll take our Probes. They don't have that many interactive spells. Probe's pretty critical to the functioning of the deck, though. Oh, this is tough. Maybe just like our regular pump spells, but I guess we can use those too. Tactics probably isn't doing very much. We don't have to be that sneaky, so it could even just be the velocities, honestly. We kind of like need Trample. We'll use the other spells to deal with their creatures. All right. But the deck is just so inconsistent, you know? Oh, man. Where's the Spirit Guide when you need them, right? We will keep this. We have a turn 2 Kiln Fiend. So we're going to Faithless Looting, look for a Temur Battle Rage. There's a Temur Battle Rage. All right, so pitch, velocity. Yeah, pitch, velocity, Soul Eater. Pass the turn. Pretty much only if you have a Kiln Fiend. Opponent plays a 2/2. Hopefully they can't kill us or kill the Kiln Fiend. Let's play a land, play Kiln Fiend. Pass turn. Do you have Epic Confrontation? Going to confront us epically? Not great being back on the draw against Stompy for next game, if we do win here. Not to say that we will. Our opponent does have 4 toughness back to soak up, but it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 13 times 2, 26. So we do have enough to win. Our turn. There's another Kiln Fiend, so we'll play a land, probe you just to make sure the coast is clear. And yep, coast absolutely clear. Draw Gut Shot, even better. So let's go to nervously clicking OK instead of other things. Click OK. Go through to blocks. Double blocking here for them isn't actually that bad. So now we will Brute Force, Kiln Fiend. Always yield. Okay. Temur Battle Rage, Kiln Fiend. Okay. And that's 26 damage. There's nothing in their hand that can stop it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. So 26 damage. Do we got him? Don't have to gut shot here? I think we got him. I don't really want to fire off the gut shot. I feel like showing them we have gut shot is actually kind of weak. Ah, well, Max Rubbins. Let's do it. Got him. Boom, boom. Go big or go home. You made me nervous, Terry. You made me nervous. All right. I'm going to tank on whether they're going to play first or not. Oh, 3 probes. No, we have to mulligan this. This is a little bit better, but not a lot better. We'll need a Simian Spirit Guide to make this ideal. Growth we do not want here. Emphasis on the cannon. You got it. Piston Fist Cyclops. That's like definitely the worst draw. All right, so I think we're just going to gut shot here. I don't know what else they would want to protect, but we are going to gut shot. We do have to find a land. Looting will help. Land, come on. 2 draws. Okay, good. So we'll pitch Piston Fist and... Piston Fist might actually be good. So we'll pitch Soul Eater and Velocity here. Play a land, pass the turn. I know it needs another land, but I feel like, especially where they don't have any creatures right now, it could be very good. I can't imagine they kept a hand with just Pit Skulk. That would be crazy. Sure. So I am going to try to gut shot that on their end step. I should probably do it right now. Before they have 2 mana. So let's gut shot. Pay red. I don't know what else I would care about dying. They're going to hunger it. Okay. But that's okay. I'd rather a 2/2 Quirion Ranger than literally any other creature. Best target for discard in the format. And that did tie up their mana for the time being, so if they were hoping to do something else this turn, at least they won't be able to. Ooh. That's interesting. All right, so we're just going to play out the Soul Eater here. Pass the turn. The way the board is right now, I think if we draw a land, we can win. We can kill Quirion Ranger, so they won't have a blocker. The paparazzi, I would always acknowledge your presence. They could have vines here. Like, that's really sketchy. See, now I would like a probe. A probe of some sort would be fantastic. All right, they're just going to tap out. Okay. 2 blockers. All right. Kiln Fiend. Well, we're going to play Kiln Fiend and say go. We do have to draw a land. We need a land pretty good here. I think land to kill a blocker and then swing for lethal is not a bad plan for next turn. But we're definitely not blocking, so it makes Immolating Soul Eater a lot worse. This is interesting. Elephant Guide? Epic Confrontation. You got it. Pre-combat, which I can appreciate. Up to a 5/4. I mean, they've got a clock on us, for sure. I wonder if they have another hunger or something. They even have anything else to cast on this Nettle Sentinel. We're kind of in rough shape. Yep, we're going to go down to a precariously low life total. Hunger. All right. That's a pretty big Quirion Ranger. Now we just need a land to, like, return this to our opponent's hand. Spirit Guide. All right. Pass the turn. Maybe we shouldn't, though. If Vines is our last card, we get punished so badly. But can we win if it is? No. Because they just kick Vines on this, put Rancor on it. So I think we just have to... We'll go to their upkeep, I guess. If we're going to do it on their upkeep, we should do it right now. There's a pretty good chance they can just redeploy Quirion Ranger anyway. I think we have to take the risk. We have to risk them having Vines or being dead. Spirit Guide, unfortunately, doesn't get us the win here. It does let us play Piston Fist Cyclops, but that's not... It's not really what we're looking to do. We can't cast a Piston Fist Cyclops on this board and win. Or can we? Can we just put, like, Piston Fist, Immolator in front of this and then kill this? Is that even, like, an unreasonable thing to do? We'll take 1, so we take 3, 4, 5 that way, go to 1. That still makes us dead to a pump spell. So I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna wait for them to go to combat. We're gonna bounce a Quirion Ranger. And we're gonna pump Immolating Soul Eater to kill this Nettle Sentinel. Let's see what this is. Rancor. Okay. Oh, it might be time. It's probably time. And then they can just rancor this up. And that'll be 2 damage, 3 damage. We'll go to 1 that way. No, I think this has to be the time. Gone. This guy. So they have vines. They've got vines. But Phyrexian mana in the Stompy matchup, definitely not ideal. Nice. So we fizzle a rancor. I guess they could have a land. We just replay Querying Ranger, pick up a land, replay the land, rancor up Nettle Sentinel. Yep. We're going to go to 1 here. As opposed to 2. Because I don't think those are all that different. So opponent attacks. Sure, we go to blocks. Block like this. Activate Soul Eater. Kill Nettle Sentinel. But we need a removal spell for this if we're going to win, and we don't run very many of those. Come on. Land. We could draw Simian Spirit, exactly Simian Spirit Guide Gutshot. I guess this will only be a 3/1. I don't know. Maybe Piston Fist Cyclops, man. Get in there, bud. Let's see if they've got another pump spell to make the Trampling Quirion Ranger lethal. We're at 1 against Stompy. Burning Tree, okay. It's not great news for us. Ledgewalker, oh, that's really bad news for us. We actually have 0 answer to that. And no way to win with Piston Fist Cyclops in the meantime. Opponent will attack. Yep. We'll go to blocks. Block like this. Piston Fist Cyclops, everybody. Our opponent's last 2 cards were just too good, I think. But I do believe we played in the most optimal possible way. We're going to get 1 more good looting for measure here. Flame Slash, unfortunately, is not going to do it. And we got to call it there. GG's Tim Campy. It's got a Faithful Suiting. This hand could be good. It's got a Faithful Suiting and a Spirit Guide. Let's hit a creature. Land. Looting. It also has Temur Battle Rage, which is a big part of the combo. All right. I think because we have Spirit Guide, we're going to pitch land Tactics here and pass the turn. Maybe our opponent doesn't have a ton of information as to what we're on. There they go with a Gobbo. All right. We should have an all right Goblins matchup. Wow, deck. You're being a homeboy tonight. All right, so pass the turn. Hardcast Simian Spirit Guide incoming. More Marshal of Sorts, I imagine. Come on, no BTE. Oh, it's a BTE. Guys, the BTE. It's a BTE. It's a bad news bear, if I ever saw one. What do we draw? Simian Spirit Guide. All right, so a hardcast Simian Spirit Guide is not going to get us out of this one. So let's Faithless Looting. Wow, the Flood, man, the Flood. We might as well pitch land Spirit Guide. We'll exile a Spirit Guide, cast a Lava Runner, and pass the turn. Gonna have to use Mutagenic Growth to trade with one of our opponent's things. Though I'm not sure what thing it's going to be. It is going to serve its purpose by the time it dies. We are the control deck now. So go to blocks, block, Burning Tree. Mutagenic Growth, Lava Runner, Mono Monkey Hand. Opponent gonna bolt the Lava Runner. You got it. We just played ourselves. We draw Mountain. Deck, bud. You are being so nice tonight. We'll play out Simian Spirit Guide, pass the turn. 1, 2. Oh, so much mana. It was just like almost all mana. Here come the dorks. We'll block like this. And I got to imagine they've been sandbagging a creature for now. Should pass the turn. Haste card in hand, but no, we're actually dead. Scoop it up. Actually totally entirely dead. Okay, so another stompy deck. We want the removal spells. Electricity doesn't do anything against this deck. Nothing else does. We'll take out... I think the probes would have been bad. Gutshot is actually probably worse in this one. I don't know what X1s they'd have that we care about. They're on all 2/2s. And Renegade Tactics are going to have way more than one creature on the block, so we're hoping to just remove them instead. So we'll go like that. Our opponent grinding leagues here. Moving at a frightening pace. Piston Fist Cyclops. Ideal in this matchup, so we're going to hold on to this. We're going to turn 1 Faithless Looting. So we can kind of sacrifice a land here. But we might get rid of pump spells and stuff like that. Yeah, so both of these can hit the bin. We want our lands to be able to hit Piston Fist Cyclops, so... If we hit a Spirit Guide, we can win, I think. No, we can't. We can't. Don't listen to me. Mutagenic Growth. Alright, so play Soul Eater. Pass the turn. Too bad I don't have 2 Spirit Guides. I know, right? They're going to bolt. Yep, couldn't save it from that. They play Valley Dasher. All right, hasty creature. You got it. Piston Fist Cyclops. Here he comes. The big boy. We can save Piston Fist from bolt. And it is a pretty vertible defender. Pass the turn. Opponent having a little think about what the frig this is. They're going to bolt. We will Mutagenic Growth. So won't be blocking this turn. Unfortunately. They're going to attack because they must. And we're not going to just swing for 8 here, all willy-nilly like. Mudbrawler Cohort. Opponent wants to block. Land. Deck, you're the best. Faithless Looting. Let's see what we find. More mana. Oh, Spirit Guide, man. Spirit Guide. You can just, like, F right off. It blocks 2/2s kind of okay. This blocks 2/2s really good. Let's see what this is. Piston Fist Cyclops. Heel Cutter. Okay, so they're going to make it so our Piston Fist Cyclops can't block. Yep. Take a bunch of damage. Down to 9. And Valley, or Heel Cutter goes back. We draw Battle Rage. This deck looks a little weak when you're not comboing off, I must say. Pass the turn. We've got 2 blockers, so we can block one of their creatures next turn. Hopefully the Heel Cutter. Piston Fist Cyclops trades with it anyway, so I don't... They are the guides. Opponent's going to swing in. Okay, so we'll block with Spirit Guide. I think they want to cast a couple of creatures this turn. Would make sense. We had one in hand, Abominable Toast, but we were playing against Tron, and they had an answer right away. We're going to hold on to this mountain because we might draw, or we might want to use this maximum velocity. We might draw Faithless Looting as well. And I think Heel Cutter will probably come down here, and we'll try to win the game. But once we get rid of Heel Cutter, maybe things will stabilize a little bit. We don't want Piston Fist Cyclops to go away. That really sucks. Bushwhacker. Am I getting whacked? That would explain why they played differently last turn, I guess. We're not super... Bushwhacker. Come on. was going to say, we're not super far away from haste TBR winning us the game, but I think we're just dead now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're going to put us to 1. Last card in hand is Heel Cutter. And not very many things are going to get us out of this one. They're just attacking with 3 creatures, enough to put us on lethal next turn. So block like this, take 3 down to 6. But like I said, it would have to be a pretty crazy, like, Faithless Looting stack, I think, for us to win. Kiln Fiend. Give Kiln Fiend haste and lose? Can Kiln Fiend stop us from taking 6 next turn? It cannot. So I think RDW has us kind of on the ropes here. Pretty close to on the ropes. Pretty much actually just dead. So play Heel Cutter, and they can get in for 1 million. So yeah, we're dead. This is a good number of redraws and a lethal Kiln Fiend if we do find a land. We're on the draw. I'm going to keep. Mono black. Not my cup of tea. Also, Piston Fist Cyclops. Equally not my cup of tea. Choking Sands. Befoul. This does not bode well for us, gang. Especially where they have the... Oh, God. Where they have the Chainer's Edict in hand. They don't have a way to destroy our land in the meantime. I think I might just pass and discard Piston Fist Cyclops to hand size, hope to find haste. Yeah, it does look pretty good. Or just find another creature so that we can eat this edict. I think that's actually what you play land. Okay, you got it. They're going to blow it up, man. They're going to blow up my land. But I'll play it just for you, Double X Nasty. Incoming. Just sign in blood. Okay, all right. And they have the 3rd swamp to blow this up now. We don't have a haste enabler. I don't know, man. I don't know. Play Lava Runner. Probe. Or sorry, Mutagenic Growth, Lava Runner. Go to combat. I was just trying to think if we like had them here. Put them to 17, but we don't. Go to combat and attack. They will Chainer's Edict this, though. Or I feel like they will. But then we'll be down to 1 mana. Which isn't ideal. But they are at 14. Oh, dang it. They can do both. Opponent. Yeah. Choking Sands. Resolves. Chainer's Edict. Also resolves. Alright, so now we just need a land. We do have many of those. Left to draw. It's not a land. Pass the turn. Chittering rats. Okay. Well, gang, it was nice knowing you. Opponent found something productive to do while they weren't blowing up our lands. We did have to draw a land. Now we have to resolve Kiln Fiend and hope they haven't found additional land destruction or additional removal before we can kill them. And we gotta hope they don't kill us as well. That's also a consideration. All right. Exiling the Mox Monkeys. Playing the Kiln Fiend. Pass turn. Oh, those aren't Mox Monkey. Wait. No removal spell. Oh, what? Opponent. All right. We're dead. The refresh changed it. What do you mean? Yep. So this is like mono black control with a few land destruction spells by the looks of things. They just had them on time. All right. We're dead. All right, so what do we bring in against mono black land destruction? Nothing, I guess. All right, let's try it out. Oh, okay. Hey man, nothing wrong with being a some abominable toast. Troll face. Yeah, our opponent is on the troll face. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to go positive because our opponent is a mad troll. But those early wins could help us along here. I don't like to see black decks anyway. Turn 1 Piston Fist Cyclops. GG. Yeah, sure. Let's see if they have an edict for it right away, or an answer. They do have Geth's Verdict, Gurmag Angler, Tendrils, so it looks like they sideboarded into mono black control. Which makes me feel like I shouldn't go turn 1 Piston Fist Cyclops, probably. Although, we can brute force it next turn. Get in for 7. That is a precarious hand to be piston fisting into. Mono black behaves in Pauper compared to other formats when you almost have to splash another color. Yeah, they've got the card advantage in this format is just slower, so you can kind of make up for it by just playing 2-for-1 creatures. I don't know, guys. What do we do? Just run out Piston Fist Cyclops? Hope to draw Team or Battle Rage? Which doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think we just pass. We're gonna have to protect a Piston Fist Cyclops or give a Kiln Fiend haste. I don't know, man. I think you should fist him. This opponent is not ready for a fisting. They also don't have land destruction, so it's okay to play some stuff. So we'll see. I imagine, like, we just want to eat up this Geth's Verdict, and then we'll play a Piston Fist Cyclops. They've got Tendrils too, though. They're just gonna play Witches. Okay, you got it. They're gonna give us an opportunity to win here. Team or Battle Rage off the top. Come on. Top. Dang it. Okay. All right. No, I get it. So, play a land. Play Piston Fist Cyclops. And pass the turn. Why, though? Sign in Blood, yep. Opponent trying to hit land drops by the look. Got shot the witch. We can brute force it. So if they shoot this, we can brute force it. We get to shoot them. And they can edict. I would rather have this on board. But yeah, so I guess you're right. So it probably should have been play Spirit Guide there. I see what you're getting into. Looks like they're going to leave up their activation. They didn't hit a land, which is good news for us. What are we going to find? TBR. No TBR. Bummer. So play land. You'd bait him, go to combat and swing. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. See if we can't kill this Kumbaj Witches. And we'll brute force this. I guess they do get to just use it next turn, but we get to hit him for 4 in the meantime. And then we will cast Simian Spirit Guide. Opponent's at 13. Chittering Rats in hand. That's annoying. Getting closer to Gurmag Angler. And Tendrils, which is also a pretty huge issue for us. I don't think they want to kill the soul. Like, they want to wait until we can combo off to kill it or something like that. What are they targeting? Soul Eater. You got it. Soul Eater is gone. That's a dead boy right there. They're at 12. We're going to see Chittering Rats here. Rager. Okay. You got it. So we are hoping to hit like an instant or at least an instant or sorcery. Something that's better than Gut Shot. A second Gut Shot. Well, I never. Okay. We're going to want to get our use out of this right now. So I'm going to Gut Shot them. Ping red. Go to combat. They're going to gain 4 life next turn, though. Attack. That could have been it, actually, Terry. Start the fisting early. And we'll see how they block. Teamer Battle Rage, if they didn't block, Teamer Battle Rage would have won us the game here. So we'll take 2. All right, Piston Fist Cyclops sticks around for a second. And we'll play another monkey. Best turn. 1 card in hand. Opponent has 8. And many, many removal spells among them. Oh, that game 1 was brutal. It felt like this matchup was unwinnable. What's this going to be? 3 mana, Chittering Rats. Okay. You got it. How's it going, Rarts? Gut Shot you. Don't mind being Hellbent here either, and we're presenting lethal, so our opponent has to block. Somehow. Combat. Swing with the monkeys. Hey, hey, they're the monkeys. Putting the lethal on board. Opponent would probably win in if they hit a second or third swamp. Yep, blocks like that, so they're going to be able to kill it. Going to chump with Chittering Rats. With blocks this way, though, they also lose their Kuumbash Witches. Goes to 5. All right. We're a couple draws away, gang, but it's feeling a little more realistic. Sorry. Excuse me. They're going to tank. I wonder if they hit their 4th land drop. They need it pretty bad. And we have to start hitting instants or sorceries, or this is going to get dire. Come on, Gut Shot. Opponent discarding to hand size. We'll go to combat and attack. Can't cast anything out of our graveyard. Bummer. Deal 2 to our opponent. As soon as they hit that land drop, they get to... Okay. Victim of Night's a monkey. The Devil's Lettuce. Yep, blocks like that. My favorite flavor of e-juice is called Smurfberry, and it's made by a local distributor. So it looks like our opponent is lining up to take our board out here. We'll do the same. It can kill our Soul Eaters, so it's worth getting it off the board. And I know that they're going to Tendrils this Piston Fist Cyclops. I feel fairly confident they will. Yeah, okay. They are now at 9. 5 cards in hand, we're holding the swamp. Looting is a great start, so we'll Faithless Looting. What do we draw? No more lands. All right, so let's go like this. Play Lava Runner. Get in for 2. Still sitting on that Verdict, though. And now they're going to play Angler. So we're kind of in trouble. They're at 7. The Devil's Lettuce. We're not great against this type of deck, really. I think Apostle's Blessing probably should have come in despite the edicts, but I thought they were on mono black land destruction. So We really just wanted to be creature heavy. Usually if you can stick a deck or stick a threat against one of those decks, you're in pretty good shape. But they're going to rebuild the board here. They're at 6, so we're in a bit of trouble. Find mutagenic growth. Doesn't win us the game. So 1, 2, 3. Flashback Faithless Looting. Need more creatures. Definitely do not need more lands. Pass the turn. I gotta tell you, that was one of the most unfortunate Faithless Lootings I've ever resolved. So now we'll eat a Geth's Verdict, and our opponent has us on a 2-turn clock. No, I don't. Smurfberry, strictly Smurfberry. Sure. All right, so getting in for 7. I mean, it'll be illegal here on October 17th. So maybe, because it'll be legal then. Lava Runner. Oh, God. We're so close. Let's run our Lava Runner. Put our opponent to 2. Oh, if we put our opponent to 2, we're dead. Swing. They're down to 4. We're going to go to 1. They can sign and blood us to death, which is pretty good. Pretty decent rubbins on that one. They're going to befoul the Get to Lava Runner. Yep. Go to 1 and sign and blood FT dub or what? I promise that is all just like deep-seated insecurity. Soul Eater. So that means I believe that means we're dead. But we'll play out Soul Eater. It can block. I think the Geth's Verdict is coming for it now, though. And then that's just going to be game. They have it in their hand. Like, I don't know. Oh, no. It's been out now. We've seen it. We've seen the Geth's Verdict. Fouls a land. Yep. You got it. Goes to combat. We have to chump the Angler. Opponent choosing not to put us to 1. We don't have any way to deal with this. Dead and Gone would be our option, and that's why it's in the sideboard, but I did not know that we were running into an Angler deck. And we're dead now.